It's International Men's Day, and we want to focus on the mental health of our men. It's one day each year that men's issues are expected to be on the forefront of global consciousness. One of the issues dominating the observation of International Men's Day is the men's mental health.
Yes, listeners, there's been an increase in mental health concerns since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. The isolation and social distancing required as part of the protocols to reduce the spread of the virus has caused increased mental health struggle in friends, family, and colleagues.
So while we ask you, we remind you, we implore you to say Happy International Men's Day or simply Happy Men's Day to the men in your life today, ask them, are you happy? Are you okay? Asking these questions encourages all of us to notice the signs of our men in our lives who may be going through some mental health challenges. And to help us explore how best to do this, we are joined by psychologist Dr. Likan Simad. Happy Men's Day to you, Doc.
Thank you very much. Most appreciated.
I'm going to share 5 lines with you. I want to know if they're true, and then you can explain to us, if they are true, how do we help? Men get tired of being strong.
Yes.
Men get tired of outside pressure. Men get tired of holding the terrors inside. Men get tired of being looked down upon. Men get tired of getting into arguments about whether or not they should be men, shouldn't be men, what they should be doing, and if they're not doing it good enough. Men get tired of going through unnecessary changes. And men get tired of people taking advantage of them. Are those true? And should we think more about that?
Absolutely true. But to see the issues that account for that, there are 3 basic things. 1, social norms. Because all of what you have said, there is the social norms that says, yes, that's what men are supposed to do. And also, men are reluctant to talk. Also, men downplay symptoms. Yeah, mom, just the 2 push-up, man. Just drink 2 juice. So that men are less likely than women to seek help for any health-related issue, including depression, substance abuse, stresses, so that they don't seek help. But then ultimately, you get to a point where, anyway, Marga, it pop, and the consequences can be much greater, including for them and those around them. Yes.
No, go ahead. Finish your point.
I'm saying that anything that kills people, except for one area, kills more men than women. The only area that women die more than men is this thing called childbirth. And if men could have children, they would die more frequently. But anything that kills people, 95% of people who die at work are men. People who are died by car accidents.
Men who have heart attacks at the doors.
Absolutely. So many. The 5 major mental health problems affecting men. 1, depression. But guess what? The men are more likely to say, boy, I just feel tired, I just don't really like the job no more. I don't really like that hobby no more. I just kind of feel. They would never admit about feeling sad and worthless and so on. Because big man admit to those things, but depression is there. Anxiety. Would you believe things like panic attack? Men report significantly, when story come to bump, men have significant portion of these things. I can give you a quick scenario. There was a policeman that confided with me that whenever he goes from the first time he had to shoot somebody, he has a situation that whenever he goes on a scene, a crime-related scene, if he doesn't fire his gun first, he gets extremely fearful and nervous. So the first thing he does, he fires his gun. And then that calms him down. I said, but boss, but that's it. Because from the very first time he had a shooting incident, it was never diffused. And that is the habit that he has developed to calm himself. Bipolar disorder. Men do very poorly in this. And between age 16 and 25, that's when the onset of bipolar disorders take place. And again, more men are diagnosed. The big one, schizophrenia. People say walk and tear a paper road. 90% of people who are diagnosed with schizophrenia are usually men, huh? By age 30. The bulk of schizophrenia, psycho, eating disorders, men have more eating disorders. We talked about between anorexia and bulimia, binge eating, but women seek help when they start having these problems. So men health seeking behavior is extremely low. And we could even move across now, even to something like, I love to compare breast cancer with prostate cancer. A lot of women discover breast cancer very early. I've had persons associated with me who discovered this at stage zero and treated it effectively, stage one. A lot of men, when prostate cancer is detected, is stage four because in terms of doing the things that need to be done to, self-care and regular checks, one company I work with in Jamaica, I told them that if they want to save the health of their men, insist that on the anniversary of their appointment, the man gets a complete checkup. Because the men have these cards, they have the health cards, which they don't use. Big man no use them something, the man. Bad man no go a doctor.
Man no go a doctor, yeah. How do we change those cultural norms though? Because what you're highlighting is the aspects of our
one of the important things that says that men who are married have a longer life expectancy than men who are single. And you can see the reason for that. Hmm?
But they also say that men who are married, that many of them have greater stress and depression.
Yeah, but you also have the mechanism for diffusing it. Part of what, wives do, wives are the one who make medical appointment for men. Just put on his calendar. My wife just tell me you have a dental appointment next week. And I just sit up here on my calendar. I mean, she just insists that she map out all of those things. So the fact that there's somebody who love you and care for you and will nag you to take care of yourself and will come with you when you go. Now, if the man does not have someone in his life that plays that role, even though she does it to her own peril, because you're bad about me about it. Man feel healthy and strong. Man don't need them something there. But the fact that there's somebody who cares for him enough to put up with it and keep at him, it will save his life.
Dr. Samaj, what is the role of the state in all of this? As you pointed out, men need the support just as much as the women in terms of the structures to inform them when they should seek help. Do you feel the state is doing enough on that in that part?
Absolutely not, because we have taken this thing hook, line, and sinker that women, are the fragile ones. It's men are the fragile ones. Everything from birth to death. The life expectancy of men is usually somewhere between 5 and 10 years less than women. Do you know that between conception and birth, 80% of the reproductive waste, meaning, it's a miscarriage or, whatever, spontaneous abortion and so on, is male. There's a fragility built into the male life form that persists all the way through life. And we have to, what societies tend to do is sort of historically build in ways of almost encouraging the kinds of behaviors of men. That's why men are the ones that are largely in the military and the police and the high-risk activities, because men are drawn to those areas. But those are the things that will kill them. So we have to start.
I know we were just about running out of time, Doc. Just want to throw to you the level of respect that men show to themselves and perhaps how they conduct themselves. Does this impact how women see them and the respect that women garner towards them? I mean, taking out the historical explanations of the patriarchal society, is that a factor?
Unfortunately, yes, because, again, so many things are tied to sociobiology. In terms of mate-seeking behavior, it is the strongest, toughest. Even still today, women are attracted to power. So whether it's bad man power or economic power or intellectual power, So that a man can't get it by earning it, he will hunt it. Because again, you get access to women when you show strength and high risk activities and so on. So this will continue for a long time to come.
Well, we'll continue to share the importance of International Men's Day. For some of us, it's a question of balance. Equity is important. And in equity, one must also look out for the emotions and feelings of everyone, not just our own. So thank you so much, Dr. Simaj, for being willing to
The pleasure is mine.
information on the mental health status of our men, the importance of it, and the importance of looking out for the men around us. We'll leave it right there.
Most appreciated. Thank you.
Another time. Across Jamaica is